So we are on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn rising. All right. Okay. Okay, so for Capricorn rising, yes, my VOD save, so you can go back, and I'm going to, as I've been doing the last 2 weeks, split them all up individually into highlights each sign, so you can just watch your sign, and then I'll put them on YouTube like that as well again. So yeah, you'll be able to look back at the VOD or look back at each individual sign. Okay, so for Capricorn rising, so Capricorn rising people, this is happening in your 12th house. So the 12th house is our psychological state. It's like our mental state. It can be like our connection with like our higher self or God or the universe as well. It can also be like where we like can self-sabotage ourselves as well and just like fall into like a false reality or like hide away and not want to step out into reality. So there could be some old beliefs too and stories around anything that's like keeps you stuck from like having like a healthy like mental state, and even like a you know, it could be like an old spiritual belief or connection you had. Like if you were someone that you know, didn't believe in God before, you might all of a sudden be like, oh, why was I so against that when maybe there is something there, and maybe, you know, I should start to learn about like looking into God. Or it could be the opposite way, someone that's like been super religious their whole life, you know, and they've just been like always just gone with what they've known and the old beliefs that they've grown up with, and they want to expand and like have new beliefs and like maybe bring in like other religions into their religion and like, you know, follow multiple different beliefs about things. It could be something like that too. It's a higher belief, a higher connection, or it could be just someone that's like releasing and letting go of like, you know, that there is nothing out there, and believing now that there is something and there's a higher force, and that we can connect with that and really tune into that in some way. So there could be something around that too with that 12th house stuff. Or again, just where we've been where we sabotage ourselves and just get stuck in our like mind and lost in like a false reality and often fantasy and not the real world. Releasing and letting go old stories around that keep us trapped and don't help us to like really have that real 12th house power, which is like being able to be really intuitive and step into like real strong intuition and connect with ourselves in that with our higher self as well. And also any like healthy beliefs and around like meditation practices and stuff like that, stuff that can like balance our mind as well. There could be like new opportunities around those sorts of things to really like have that balanced mind state. And maybe that is by finding that intuition and that connection with that higher self. So you're moving away from that North Node stuff, which is like that Gemini energy in the 6th house. So it could be like, so moving towards the North Node energy in the 6th house. So it could be like, you know, having better healthy practices and daily routines, and, you know, going to bed and getting up early and drinking enough water and exercising and eating well and all those things, and, you know, having good organization and being on time and all that sort of stuff, working and focusing and improving all that stuff, so that that mental state and the beliefs and whatever's holding you back in that self-sabotaging, that 12th house area, you can move forward and have like this healthy mind and body and have them both balanced out, because it's important. So yeah, definitely moving towards like healthy daily practices and moving away from old beliefs that like stop you from like moving forward into those. Yeah. So it could be the mind is like blocking you from like moving into that, and you need to release and let go of whatever that is and come into some new mental state and new being and new like way of like intuiting things. Like maybe it's a better connection, intuition and connection with the body, like it's that mind-body connection and understanding and listening to what your body really wants. So yes, that's for Capricorn rising. So let's pull a card for Capricorn. Okay. so for Capricorn rising people, so for this solar eclipse energy and some guidance there with that 12th house. Okay, so the 12th house guidance. Oh, the cards never lie. It's hilarious. So you don't have to take this as exact. No, I'm sorry, Yosh is still sitting here, so I can't put the card down properly. I finally get a second camera for card. Oh, so I've got another camera for cards. And then Yosh wants to sit here right in the spot. So this one's vegetarian, vegan. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So it doesn't mean that you have to go vegan or vegetarian. The card is basically telling you that you need to tune in and listen to your body and give it the things that it needs, and give it more organic, wholesome foods so that you can be in a better state with your body, which is going to help balance out the mind, as we said, that psychological state. So yeah, eating healthy or finding new ways to eat better or have a better health routine, and just getting in more whole foods and fruit and vegetables so that you can have that better frequency. And I think that's what high frequency, and that's what they say, plants have a different frequency, so we need to eat as much, eat those as well, so that we can get the benefits of that. So yes, that's it for Capricorn rising. So next is Aquarius rising, second last one, and then we'll move on to personal readings.